Hey, if you are a non-native English teacher and you are thinking about going freelance, this video might be your sign from the universe and your call to action. My name is Lily, welcome to the channel, and I am a non-native English teacher myself. I'm Ukrainian. I have been teaching for 5 years and I have been a freelancer for 2. In this video, you're going to find out about 5 signs that the time has come for you to quit your corporate teaching job and go solo. Let's dive into the video. The first reason, the first sign, is that you feel like there is no room for growth in your current company. A few years ago, I did a consultation for a colleague of mine and a dear friend, Anna, and she reached out to me saying that she felt as if she had hit the glass ceiling in her company and she was not developing any longer. I believe this is one of the most common signs that it's time for us to change something, because if we're not growing, we're going down, right? As humans, we always seek development, we always seek new knowledge. And if you are stagnated for a really long time, you're going to start losing your skills and you're going to start losing your knowledge and your qualifications. So if that's where you find yourself at the moment, this is the first sign that it's time for you to go solo. The second sign is that you want to earn more money. If you work for an online school, when you work for an online school, you can't set your own hourly rate, and I bet you want to. You need to understand that if you want to set your own rate, you need to work for yourself. That's the only way you can do that. Personally, if I were to compare my hourly rate when I was teaching at an online school, and I made the video about that actually, you can go check it out right here. But if I were to compare those rates, my current one-on-one class is worth 10 times more than my initial wage. 10 times. I'm horrible at math, but that I calculated and it's true. The third point is that you have been procrastinating on the idea of taking the leap into freelance for way too long. As humans, we are creatures of comfort, right? We seek stability and we don't like stepping into the unknown. We fear it. It scares us so much that we prefer to stay safe, to stay small, and just to be where we are, where more things are under our control. And while, again, this is a completely natural thing to do, I think that's not healthy in the long run. And you're not going to reach your goals. You're not going to build the life that you actually enjoy waking up to if you continue holding on to that comfort. We always need to challenge ourselves. And no matter how hard it gets, and it gets tough, but you just need to do it sometimes, and if you really don't know where to start, remember that you can always ask for help. You can find a person who has actually made that transition and you can ask them for help. You can ask them for assistance. You can study their blog posts or you can buy their course and just help you move further. If you do it all by yourself, it's still possible, but it might just take you a little longer. And time is the most valuable currency that we have. So my own piece of advice would definitely be to ask for guidance, at least to set the direction and to set those practical steps that you need to do in order to get started. Because if you don't start acting, you're just gonna keep being stuck in that comfort zone. Sorry for being cheesy, but it's true, right? We need that push, and the push should be easy enough for us to act upon. Moving on to the sign number 4, and as you can tell, I'm kind of jumping through these, not to make this video too long, but I think this should be sufficient for you to get that one insight and that one burst of inspiration for you to make that first step forward. So the sign number 4 is that you have been told by multiple people that sticking to your current job is a more sensible and a safer thing to do. Now, this one usually comes from family members, and you need to understand that they're not saying this because they don't believe in you. They're not saying this because they don't believe you can do it and you can handle being a freelancer. They just wish the best for you and they want you to avoid suffering and they want you to avoid the pain. So we need to appreciate that and we need to thank them for that. However, we also need to understand that our lives are ours to live, and we have a certain vision in our head of what we want to do with our lives, with our time, with our money, with our energy. And again, this is your vision. It lives inside your head, and you can try to explain that to people. You can try to justify your goals, your objectives. However, they might still not get it. They might. True, it's possible, but maybe they will still, they can't get into your head, pretty much. That's what I want to say. So you always need to ask yourself, what is more important to you? We also need to constantly remind ourselves that it is up to us, only to us, to choose how we want to live our lives, and whether we want to stay small and stay comfortable, or we want to try to follow that vision, that dream that we have. And some things will work out, some things will not work out, and it's okay. It's life. But as long as you are not held back by the fear, you will still end up in a better place. That I can guarantee. The final sign is that you feel absolutely petrified of losing the stability of your income and of your life. And how can the fear be the sign that I need to change something? Because if it scares me, I want to avoid doing that thing. When fear starts talking and when fear starts to rule our lives, it's one of the most devastating things that we can experience. And one thing that I've personally realized over the past few years, I guess since 2020 mostly, when the pandemic hit, I had just moved to Portugal, and the original plan, just to digress a bit, the original plan that I had was just to spend 3 months there. And then the global pandemic hit the world, and I ended up spending a whole year in Portugal. Did I feel safe all the time? No. I had no idea. I was so lost, and I was just kind of trying to make sense of what the hell was going on in my life. And then when the war started in Ukraine, also, you understand that you can lose anything and everything in just a moment. And of course, there are things that we can't control, but they always keep happening. There are always wars going on. There are always economic crises and just life. That's how life goes. We can't do anything with those things. But at the same time, if we really just hold on to what we have and we try to attach ourselves to the stability that, we have put so much effort into gaining, we're not going to be growing, right? And of course, it's nice to enjoy that stability, right? And if you have just started working at an online school, I'm not saying you need to just quit everything in 1 second and just transition, just burn the bridges like that and just see what happens. No, you need to think this through, right? It's common sense. I hope you understand that. But at the same time, if it's been a while and if you have felt all those previous 4 signs and you still feel like, but I don't want to go, I don't want to make that jump, then you need to come to terms with the fact that you are going to be where you are. It's not possible to grow if you just hold on so tightly to the things that you have built. You need to be proud of the things that you have achieved. Once you stop, you don't actually stop, right? I've said that before. Once we stop, we need to decide, are we going up or down? Everything is moving in the universe because everything is energy. So if you feel like you're stuck, it probably means that actually you are losing some of the skills that you have. Now, if I have convinced you that you are ready to go freelancing and you want to take action, you can click the link in the description box and sign up for a free 15-minute call with me where you can tell me more about the situation that you are in. And if you're ready to fully act, you can book a consultation, a 60-minute consultation, where I can give you step-by-step instructions on how to make the transition easier and stress-free. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel not to miss other cool videos. I'll try to make them cool at least. And leave this video a like and a comment if you found it useful. That really helps me, and that helps me reach more people and help more colleagues, English teachers. Thanks once again, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.